Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see a whole bunch of people in the chat already. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Kate. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Anna. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Michelle. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that you all are here with me tonight. I'm really excited because it is Tuesday, which means that I get to share new release stuff with you. So tonight I will be sharing with you. Hello, Luann. I'll be sharing with you all of the new release items for December, as well as a mini release that did not make it into the main release, but I'm still really excited because we're slipping in one more holiday slash Christmas release item, just a couple little things before we get to Christmas. So, hello, Nashville. Hi, hi, hi. All right, everybody, so we have a lot to cover tonight. I am not making anything this evening. I am working on getting a Wednesday night pre-recorded together for 2026. That's my goal, so that we will still make some things on Tuesdays. It's just when I go over everything for the release, can't make anything. We'll be here for hours and hours and hours, and I would love to do that, but Tuesdays are a crazy, crazy busy time during the holiday season. So I'm just happy that I get to spend the time with you that I do. So let's go ahead and hit the overhead. I'm still working on getting my controls fixed. I have not figured them out yet with the Stream Deck. That's what I'm gonna have to holler to IT for. All right, so let me move some things off to the side. So we're going to go through today's little release first, and then we'll go through the mega release for everything that we have for December, because December is a really big release. So let's go over what we have for today first. Hello, Robin. I am well. I hope you're well as well, my friend. So, all right. So actually, it's not exactly a super mini release. It's kind of a bigger release now that I'm thinking about it. So let me go ahead and pull everything out of here, except the one thing. The one thing is not available separately. Okay. So here it is. I was like, where the heck did it go? It flew off the table. So if you came to the anniversary party and you got the anniversary party gift bag, several of these things were in the gift bag, but you are able to now purchase them separately. Okay? You are able to purchase them separately. Everybody that came to the party has theirs, so now we can release them individually. Okay? So first and foremost, let me grab a piece of paper here. I have a scrap piece of paper because I want to show you. Here we go. This is actually the perfect thing for me to show you on. Whoopsies. Nope. There we go. That's what I can show you on. All right. So, first and foremost, we have the new, a new shimmer pen. This is in tinsel. And remember, with the shimmer pens, peel this open. For some reason, the label doesn't want to stick too well to that, but that came off. So with the oh, good, Sammy. So with the shimmer pens, you're going to pull off the cap, and the trick to this is you're going to twist it, and you'll hear a click a couple of times. And when you hear a click, you're going to see that your liquid is going to come out almost immediately. But to prime it, you want to turn it a couple of times. And can you see there? That's going to get your shimmer ready to go. And the whole idea is you really need to get your brush primed with the liquid inside of the pen. You can see how it's pushing that liquid down. And you just want to, now obviously you're not going to be just brushing it over top of a piece of paper like me. You're going to be, using it with snow and all different things like that. But you can see as it dries just how shimmery it is. The trick is we just got to let it dry. Okay. Isn't that great? Okay. There we go. Are you leaving Amelia Earhart? Oh, you stole this?
No, it's on the floor.
You are a thief.
You know what? Strike.
It wasn't on the floor.
Yes, it was. You know what?
Thank you very kindly.
Who are you talking to? Who's on here?
Everyone. If you trip. Okay, next we have the Ski Lodge Squeaky Clean. Let's take a whiff.
Christopher Allen.
Ooh! It's very fresh. It's very ski lodgy. It smells like pine and wood and fireplace, and it smells like a ski lodge. So if you are a collector of Squeaky Clean, you're going to want to grab that one. Then we have the Holiday Trimmings. This is a 6x6 paper pad. I love this one. So in this one we have mint, billiard, mortar, and heirloom tomato. Okay, let's take a look. So we'll have all the different patterns. We have the trees. We have the little frames. We have the bows. We have, that's a really, really nice one. We have, what are you stealing?
Nothing.
We have the
Nanya.
beautiful like holly, and we have the candy canes. And then next we'll have more of that beautiful kind of holly trim, but it's going in the opposite direction. We have Santa and the trees. We have the poinsettia, Santa, the trees, and the little florals. We have this incredible plaid. And then we have the stripes in the opposite direction, and then one more little plaid. You'll have to smell it on Monday. It smells like what I would think a ski lodge would smell like, that's for sure. Okay, so that is the Holiday Trimmings paper pad. Again, available now separately because everybody got their gifts. So if you participated in the anniversary party, you got a gift from us, and this was one of the items. Next up, we have the, what did we call this? The Holly Mixed Media Layering Stencil. In this layering stencil, you can see it does the holly berries as well as the leaves, and then it also does the detail pieces. See that? So when you layer it, it looks really, really cool. At least I think it looks really cool. I had a lot of fun designing that stencil. Okay. And I think, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that these, yes. I'm pretty sure that you got the sparkle overlay in your kit, but I'm not 100% certain. These are the new candy cane pattern maps. So you'll notice that they do match the paper. So that, that was on purpose. So the different papers will match the papers from the actual kit, and you get 2 of these. And again, the pattern maps you use the strips on. So this is the confetti. This was in the gift as well. So these are available. Now we have a new sparkle overlay. I know that you all have been loving the sparkle overlays. I've been loving them as well. We have the full size, which is 8.5 by 5.5. This one is confetti. And then we have the smaller pack. Well, not a smaller pack, but it's the strip pack. And this is confetti as well with 5 pieces. So it's a really, really cool, really cool little thing that you could do. And we'll be using those, at a later time. Also, we have the new, and I have my fuse machine already heating up to get ready for this. So we did these at Halloween in the one Halloween box, and you all went wild. So these are the foilable acetate. These are the foilable acetate tags. So the tag size. So these are made to fit on a number 8 tag. Let me show you here. Hold on. Let me peel this puppy out. Okay. Sometimes it gets stuck because, the acetate. But it's going to look a little bit crazy on the screen right now because they're doubled up. But I promise you it looks much better when it's not doubled up. So let's go ahead and pull that off of there. Let me grab a piece of just white paper to share with you. Hold on, let me see if I have. I sure do. Okay. So, and let me grab a piece of white cardstock to sit behind here. We'll just use a card base. So you'll see here that they are these really cool printed acetate pieces that you can use on your card. So it's made to fit. See that on that number 8 card? It's our number 8 tag. It's meant to fit on there, and you staple it and you put a little, I mean, I can show you. Do I have a stapler over here? I don't know if I do. I think at one point I did. I may not anymore. I think I actually brought the stapler over to use for this demo purpose. So let me go ahead and trim out. Let's do the snowflakes because I think that'll be fun. So you're just going to want to get, you know, close to it, but you don't have to be, you know, exactly right on it. But with the stapler, you just kind of staple it directly to the, and I'll show you how this works. All right, so that's out of there. And then we're just going to make sure that we trim it to the best of our ability. Now, I would leave, honestly, I would leave this little flap here at the top. You do you though, but I would leave that little doodad at the top there because that's going to give you some wiggle room. And now I'm going to grab, because I have been mucho obsessed lately with the disco foil. But I mean, how could you not be? So what you'll do is you'll just take your foil, and I'm just going to lay it right on top of here. Let's kind of zhuzh it up a little bit here, so it's, you know, kind of centered, but it doesn't have to be. That's the beauty of this process. And of course, my camera's going to go wild because of the shine there. But I'm going to take this now. I'm going to put it in my carrier sheet. Just place that in like so, and then we're going to run this through. I'm going to use the fuse machine. I do it on a 4. And I have the fuse machine on because we have lots of stuff to talk about with the fuse tonight. Several more little things before I even get into the December release. Okay. All right. So now you want to give it a second to cool. And it really only takes like a second. It's very quick. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Do you see? Now it's going to be kind of hard to see all the snowflakes, so I'm going to take, I always, when I do acetate, is I take some pixie tape and I go right over top of it. Now this isn't going to hurt anything. It's just going to pull out all of the extra pieces. You'll see. It removes quite a bit of that extra. And you'll be able to see your snowflakes better. I'm going to get a fresh piece for this side. There we go. And it just peels away. Peels away the extra pieces on the in-between, okay? All right. So now I'm going to grab a piece of paper to put behind it. I would normally use like a blue, but I have green here. And now can you see the snowflakes? Obviously in real life you'll be able to see the snowflakes much better. But those are your snowflakes. And if you did this with a solid color, I mean, the sky's the limit, right? The sky is the limit. I mean, you can probably see them a little bit better. There we go with a lighter color. See that? Now if you put like a light blue behind it, let's see if I have a light blue over here. Okay, I do have a little sampling of blue here. I mean, just beautiful. I love it. I love it. All right. So those are the tags now available. And let's go over some other things. So another mini release, we have our new Nativity Mixed Media Stencil. This fits perfectly on an A2 size card. Let me show you. You've been asking for some more nativity items, so we did them. Show you here. It fits perfectly. You can see that right on the front with your little animals and the stars. Okay, so that is the nativity stencil. These are not an evergreen product, obviously, because they are for the holiday season. So with that being said, when they're gone, they are gone. Okay. Then we have probably one of my favorite products ever to come out of Brutus Monroe, one of the most beautiful products, and I brought this to, well, two of the most beautiful products, but I brought this idea to Nick and he just knocked it out of the park. So this is our duo foil washi sheet, and this is called Silent Night. Hello, Beverly. So this is a duo foil, which what that means is where you see the black, you can foil, okay? But you don't have to. So you can just leave this as is and not foil it, or you can go in and foil it. Now, I'm not going to foil it because I think you guys kind of get the gist of it, but if you've never seen one of these before, the way it works is you just peel this off and you can use it however you would like. See how that peels off there perfectly? You can use this however you would like. Now, if you do choose to foil it, anything that's black is going to foil, but you don't have to. You can keep it just like this and use it just absolutely beautifully as it is. And again, this is Silent Night washi, and I just think it's, I mean, I love it. It reminds me of the nativity scene at my mom's house when I was little. I think it is going to be busy tomorrow, Sandy. All right. Then another item that Nick designed that, again, just knocked my socks off. And that is the Nativity Night chipboard. You guys. I mean, come on. The detail. Can you imagine this on the front of a card? So again, it has these little marks that you have to cut them out, And I love the way these smell. It smells like a campfire. So you just want to be careful, but once you get your cut points, it will just fall right out of there. There we go. Hold on. I don't want to break it. But look at this. Oh yes, Sammy, you can spell it tomorrow. I don't know why I keep thinking that it's like the end of the week. My brain is confused. So I want you, let's zoom in, shall we? Because you really need to see the detail. Look at how thin. And look at the detail on this. I mean, come on. Come on. And then of course it was sized to fit perfectly on an A2 size card. I mean, could you imagine going in and doing gold embossing powder on this? And then just doing a very simple backdrop, which I'll show you that backdrop, how simple that would be. I mean, this is wild. How beautiful that is. Just absolutely beautiful. I mean, you could pop this up. You could put a light behind it. It's just, I mean, awesome. Awesome. Okay, so that is the Nativity Night chipboard. And then last but not least, we have the Nativity acetate. Let me zoom out here so I can show you how this works. So I'm thinking you can probably get the gist of how this works, but it is a layering acetate. This is the first layering acetate we've ever done. And what that means is once you cut this out, you can layer it up. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out real quick to show you what that looks like. But you can also foil it because, again, it's the foilable acetate. And look at these backgrounds that we give you. So I'm going to show you just a quick example of what I would do if I was using it. So we're going to cut this down to 5.5. That'll be centered. And then 4.25. It's hard to tell exactly where I'm trimming because it is clear. So let me show you here how this would work. All right. So what you could do, so say for instance, we wanted the stars. Let's say we just wanted the stars to be silver. Okay, so what you would do is you would take your silver disco foil. Is that 2 sheets? I think it's 2 sheets. Yep. Place that on top of there. Then we're just going to send that right on through the machine. Okay, but we've given you these beautiful backgrounds. Okay, beautiful backgrounds that already have the scenery built into it. Okay, so what you're going to do, and I mean, you could use alcohol inks with this. You could, I mean, really the sky's the limit again, but that's kind of what we do with these products. Okay, so now your first layer, I would suggest your first layer that you put down being this little like the town of Bethlehem. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll take some adhesive, and whatever your first layer is, that layer gets stuck down to your piece here. Now, obviously, you will be taking your time, unlike me, and you'll be getting the glues and getting the, all the things. But this first layer, you're going to want to lay down like so, okay? Just center it on there the best you can. See that? Okay. Now your next layer, I would suggest, again, it's completely up to you. I would say your next layer should be your stars, okay? Let's let this cool for a second. No. I don't know what I just did. But those are your stars, okay? So then you're going to place your stars. Oh, it's because of that star. I get it now. Okay. So you're going to place your stars right here. Now what you can do is you can add adhesive down here at the bottom because of, because that's going to be covered up. So we're just going to add our stars in like so. Okay, and now you can see your stars in the background. Then you would take your wise men. Okay, now I would foil this. Okay, but I would foil this in a different, different color, or you can foil this just with your, with the shade you had from before. I'm going to do it with some gold. You just want to like intermittently foil, if that makes sense. I'm hoping this is making sense to everybody. All right, so So we can run this through now. And you'll see this will be covered up, so you don't have to worry. And you're gonna, you would run like a little bead of glue down at the bottom there. All right, let me run this through. And then, of course, our last layer is going to, you'll be able to see it over that gold. So you can see we have our stars, but these layers, as they layer up, you're going to have a little bit of that covered up. But I think that makes it really cool. And then this is the last from the little mini release. Okay. Give it 1 second to cool here. Okay. Then you peel. And you can see now the 3 wise men. So you're going to be creating essentially like a shadow box of sorts. Does that make sense to everybody? Is this making sense? I hope so. Just going to trim off some very thin pieces of foam. So you won't even be able to see them. See that? Hello! I'm not sure if we're live on Facebook tonight. I just realized I had an assignment to re-sign in. And I don't know if I did, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sammy, you're here tomorrow, right? I think she is. Alright, I'm going to use some tape again here to give my wise men a little bit of definition. There we go, much better. Alright, so then we can go ahead and peel off our backer. Okay, I thought so. Okay. Now we'll place this on top. And again, you will be much more careful than I am. But do you see now how we're starting to get layers? Okay. And then for your last piece, you'll be able to see this down below. And we'll use a little bit of adhesive for this one. And again, as I said before, this you'll be able to do much more with yours than I am in my. This is not the subscription box. This is just a little nativity release that we did separate from the box. Okay, so now can you see how we've created this scene? I mean, can you imagine sending someone this card? Let's zoom in, shall we? Let's hope that there we go. And it's all different layers. Now, of course, you'll cut your layers apart better than I did, but wow, just stunning. I think it's incredible. All right. Now we can move on to the December release, to the actual December release. All right. Let's see here. What should we start with? My word. Well, I guess we'll just start right at the beginning. Okay. 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 So let's go ahead and let's just get started. It's called Stitched with Love. Yay! I'm so excited to go over this release with you. I feel like this release has been in the making for months. So let's start with the inspiration box, shall we? Okay. So, in the inspiration box, let's go ahead and get this opened up so that we can take a look at what you get inside. Well, it looks like you get foilable panels this time. Ooh. It's been a while since I've seen this, so I'm excited. So let's start with all the paper and stuff. So you are getting two sheets of cardstock. You're also getting a pattern piece of cardstock. You are getting one, two, three, four, five cards. Oh, that'd be perfect, Kate. You're getting these foilable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foilable little quilt pieces. You're getting a paper pad called Quilted Keepsakes. Okay, and let's see what colors we have. Sunflower, Beanstalk, Mortar, Honeycrisp, and Ultramarine. Oh, look at this. Whoops. Flip this over. Oh, I love this paper. We actually commissioned this paper from an artist. What she does, look how beautiful that is she takes old quilts and she scans them in. And she like zooms in real close and does all this. I just think it's so cool. Okay. Quilted Keepsakes. And then last but certainly not least, you're getting this super extra large jumbo stamp. Whoops, where's the front of this? How did I mess that up? Oh, here it is. Okay. This will have to be my paper pad because there's it's all mixed up. Oh no, I fixed it. I didn't even know what I was doing. So we have this giant stamp set that is called Stitched with Love. We have the spool of thread and the needle. We have all the different patches. The thimble. We have the little hearts. It says, "Tiny stitches, big love, sewn together by friendship, wrapped in your love, love you to pieces, just keep stitching. You've got me wrapped around your thimble, and thanks a stitch." I love that. BRU 3024 if you're looking to purchase that separately. All right. So that is this month's inspiration box. I can't wait for you to see the first inspiration box of 2026. I think you're going to love it. All right. So I can tell you that this next stamp is in very limited stock right now. You all scooped it up so quick, and I'm not shocked because it's very unique and very interesting, and I love it. This is the patchwork stamp. It is a 6x6 stamp, and you can see obviously that it really packs a punch. I'm going to show you how to do some watercoloring with this. I'm going to show you how to cut pieces out of it. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. Okay, that is patchwork. I don't want to spend too much time on it because I think it's going to sell out tonight, but we'll have more because these will run into next year. Then we have a little precious little 3x3 that says "Made with Love By," and it has the sewing machine, but the Made with Love By is separate. So if you want to use the little sewing machine separate from the Made with Love By, you absolutely can. Again, this is BRU 0300, Made with Love. Okay? Oh, I love this release. Next, we have the patchwork pieces. So this is called Patchwork Pieces. Again, you can patch these together. You can go ahead and you can, you can do them as individual pieces. There's so much you can do with this. I cannot wait to see what you guys do with this because I just think this is such a cool idea. Again, Patchwork Pieces. Then we have Build a Quilt. This could be used for so many different things. Build a Quilt. This is a 4x4 stamp set. So you have all the different pieces, and you can use this to close and build and close and build. I think this is also great for swatching. I mean, we're going to do a lot of stuff with that, and I can't wait for you to see what the team is planning on doing with it. All right, then we had a stamp like this before. It was very popular, so we brought it back, and it's actually packaged incorrectly. Hold on. Let me flip it so it matches. Let me flip it so that it matches my catalog here. All right, so this is called Happy Threads. Happy Threads. So let me go ahead and kind of get that in the middle so you can see it. So these are all individual stamps, and they will create a threading on your card or your envelope or whatever that may be. So we have hearts, we have a zigzag, we have a double zigzag, we have again, some different double stitches, triple stitches. A lot of these stitches I think that you will recognize if you are a stitcher or a quilter or a sewer. Oh, I forgot one stamp. Talk amongst yourselves for one second. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, BRB. I'm back and I found it. Okay. So, I would like to introduce you to a little guy. His name is Theodore. Very similar to my little nephew. And he is our brand new little mouse stamp that we will have all sorts of different variations of month after month in 2026, but I decided to debut him now because he was too cute not to. Okay, so first one is called Theodore's Quilt, and look at him with his little quilt, and it says, made with a stitch and a squeak, sewn together by friendship, and you're the patch that completes me. I just love the little Theodore. There we go, our little Theo. All right, so that was called Theodore's Quilt. Then we have Theodore's Cushion, which I love as well. So here is Theodore's Cushion. Look at him on his little pin cushion. And sometimes you'll see where he's fuzzy, and sometimes he won't be super fuzzy. There are going to be different iterations of him. So we have him here. We have his little needle and thread. We have his spool of thread. I couldn't think of the darn word. We have a button, we have a thimble, and then we have sending warm wishes, one stitch at a time. Then we have you're so amazing, no ifs, ands, or buttons. And then threading love through every moment. I love it. I love it, I love it. And then you have him on his little pin cushion. I love it. And then see his tail coming down around the side. I love it. All right, so there he is All right. Okay. Next up, I have to go in order. And we're doing great on time. We have the quilted keepsakes. We already saw that. That came in the box. Okay, so let me go through. Let's do quilt squares next. Then I'll go through the subscription. Uh-oh. Do I have a quilt squares? I might not. Uh-oh. Well, I might not be showing you quilt squares. I might be showing you it another night. Because I don't have it in my bin. So either it's sold out and they didn't give me one, or they just forgot, which is no big deal. Because I don't see it. Hold on, let me bring my basket up to eye level here as I drop my tray. Yeah, I don't think I have it. All right, so let me just grab everything out of here, and we're just going to go through a little rapid fire. Because I don't know where that went. All right, so quilted keepsakes we've already gone through. Quilt squares, it's a 2x2 paper pad. Again, I do not have it to show you, but it's really cool. It's really fun. It's the first 2x2 paper pad we've ever done. And it is, I think you're going to love it. So let's go through subscriptions real quick. First, we have embossing powder of the month. This one is a really cool one. It's called Button Blue, and it's gorgeous. I can't wait until you see it. It's kind of like a veil. It's a lot of fun. So Button Blue is available now in your subscription. Then we have the Stamp Club. So Stamp Club has this really cool thread on a spool, and it says Stitching Joy into Your Day. And if you're in Stamp Club Plus, you get a really cool stitching stencil this month that works with it. Okay, that will come with your Stamp Club Plus. Then we have, I'll show you the incentive stamp in a second. Let's talk about Stamp Club Premium. Stamp Club Premium, that little jokester Theodore is coming back, but this is exclusive to Stamp Club Premium. So if you're a Stamp Club Premium member, you will get, oh good, did she show it? Okay, good, I feel good then. So Many Reasons to Smile, crafted with care and a touch of mischief, from my heart to yours, and maybe a little bit of cheese. Even small stitches make a masterpiece. And then we have, of course, Theodore with his button, Theodore with the kind of fallen on the thread, his little pin cushion, and then I absolutely love this one with his thimble on his head. I love it. I love it. All right, incentive stamp. If you spend $60 or more on any order in the month of December, you will receive this Handmade with Love by. So it's this really cool frame. It says Handmade with Love by, and then you have little icons that you can use with it. Again, this is free at any $60 purchase. You have the spool of thread, you have the scissors, you have the heart, the cookie, and the cupcake. I love that. Love that. All right, let's go over some stencils. So we have a layering stencil that is called Rustic Patchwork, which is this one. And you can see on the website, if you take a look on the website, it'll show you how they layer. But you have 3 stencils, and when they layer, you'll see it's going to create this really beautiful patchwork on your card. Okay. So that is the Rustic Patchwork. Okay, and then we also have Needle and Thread, which looks like this. I love this. Look how cool that is. Needle and Thread. Love that. Then we have Geometric Star, and this one I think is 3. It might be 4. Nope, 4 layers. And they fit together beautifully. Now, you could just use pieces of this stencil or use the entire stencil. It is completely up to you. All right, so that is Geometric Star. Then we have the stencil of the month. The stencil of the month is called Rustic Pattern. And again, you can fill this in. There are so many things you can do with this one. I love it. Oh, listen, I have already designed midway through the year, so I think you're going to see quite a few of those little pieces. All right, so next we have, this is in the new packaging, the Mosaic Stitches A2 layering stencil. So this is, I believe, 2 pieces. Yes. So see how that will just layer on top? I love that. That is the Mosaic Stitches. We're not going to fuss with that right now. We'll put one right in. And then we have, of course, some chipboard. I believe that this was actually used by Sarah last night. This is called Sewing Tools. Do you see all this? Look how cool. Look at the needles. Oh, so well done. I love it. Sewing Tools. Then we have the Hold, please. Uh-oh. Am I missing it? Oh, no, here it is. The Sew in Love. So these are all different sewing pieces. And again, remember, when you look at this, you got to look at the big picture because these are all going to be different. So I know the patterns don't look like they match, but that's okay because when you peel them off, they don't have to match. They're going to be a completely separate thing. Okay. All right. Then we have, I believe, a duo. We sure do. So we have 2 different duo foil washi sheets, which I love. Let's start with. We're going to start with the piece by piece. So you can see here the black areas. Do you see the stitches? Those will foil, okay? And then, of course, when you peel this apart, you will just have different pieces of the quilt. Then we have the duo foil. This is Cozy Quilt. See those quilt patterns inside. Isn't that cool? Again, these will foil, but the background will not. Ooh, this is a big release. I love it. Next up, we have 2 duo foil sheets. This one is called Fields of Fabric. So you can see here, it has the duo foil pieces. These are the pieces that will foil, okay? And then just the regular, everyday, beautifully printed pieces. So that is Fields of Fabric. Then we have Sewn Together. And again, with Sewn Together, take off that little piece, we have the Stitched with Love 2026, Seamstress Studio, Stitched with Love Sewing Tools, and then Quilt Love Sewing Supplies. And then look at that beautiful, I mean, it's just stunning. I think it's stunning. Okay. So that is that. And then, oh my goodness, how could there be more? There is. Okay, so I already showed you the panels. Oh, this is the new acetate, and oh boy, do I love this. This is patterned acetate. Okay. So you can see how cool that is when you cut it out. And it's acetate, so I'm not going to pull it all the way up, but I'll show you. It is clear. This is perfect for when you're making your shaper cards. And then, last but not least, we have the paper pad of the month. That is called Strawberry Patch. And this is kind of like a little nod getting you ready for Valentine's, I think. This works with ballerina mortar, mint, and bubble gum. Let's take a look. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. That's okay. We're just wrapping up. Okay. So again, that is the paper pad of the month. Yes. Yes, 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 Jamie. That was kind of the idea. All right. So that is it, my friends. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, that's quite the release. Woo! That's the way that you want to knock out the new year. Or knock into the new year, I guess you should say. So I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me this evening. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you so very much. I will see you tomorrow for live packing. Remember to create something every single day, whether it is simply something for a friend that loves a little stitch or your own ending. I will see you all very, very soon. And thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Have a good night.